At Bethel Bible Church, we strive to be faithful stewards of the resources God has provided, and we work continually to fulfill the vision He has called all of us to. We believe God has uniquely called Bethel to be a leader in East Texas for Christian discipleship, leadership development, and advanced biblical education. God has favored Bethel with an increase in attendance of 90% over the last 5 years, and even in a difficult economy, the highest amount of total giving in the history of Bethel. In addition to an overall increase in giving of 6% in 2010, Bethel has seen positive trends in monthly giving and an overall increase in the number of people giving, which should enable us to end 2010 fiscal year later this month with a small surplus. God's blessings have enabled Bethel to respond to recent growth and prepare for more growth in the future. In 2010, we invested in facilities and staff, including 80 additional paved parking spaces, a director of finance, and director of communications. We have also just completed the initial $300,000 phase of our $570,000 building project. This phase expands and upgrades our facilities used for youth ministries, which has grown sixfold over the last 3 years, by finishing out the third floor of the education building called the Attic. This area gives the middle school and high school students a new space for age-appropriate teaching and relational discipleship. Bethel's 2011 budget continues to make investments that respond to growing ministry needs. The budget was developed by staff after prayerful consideration of the vision established by the elders, individual ministry goals, and an understanding of their ministry needs. It was thoroughly reviewed by the Finance Committee, comprised of elders and deacons, and upon their recommendation was approved by the elders. We pursue the highest standards of financial accountability and transparency, including regular reviews of financial statements and controls by a finance committee, as well as by an independent accounting firm. The 2011 general fund budget represents a 5% decrease compared to the 2010 budget, but a 15% increase compared to actual giving and expenses. The main areas of investment continue to be expanded mission support and personnel expense, including the calling of a pastor of children's ministry and a pastor of adult education and discipleship. Additionally, our facility expansion will continue in 2011 based on additional designated giving of up to $270,000. The next phase requires $50,000 and remodels the existing youth room and builds a new stage for the children's ministry, which will more than triple the space available for worship. The following phase requires $80,000 and will move the children's classrooms to the first floor and the church offices to the second floor. The final phase includes several enhancements to the flow and appearance of the Bethel campus, including a covered walkway between the new children's stage and the worship center, a bridge connecting the new parking lot to the education building, relocation of the playgrounds, and landscaping. Through God's grace and your continued commitment to His ministry here at Bethel, together we will see the gospel proclaimed and lives transformed in Tyler, East Texas, and the world. Thank you.